Hello, this is Paul with P&A Archery Supplies. Want to show you a new product we've been working on over the last year in cooperation with Safari Tough and Rod Jenkins. What we wanted to do is design the best jig to make the most precise Flemish strings possible. We wanted to make it every bit as durable as our P&A Archery string jig, and we wanted to make it last for many years to come and it be simple to use by the user. What we have here is a half of a jig, basically like a Flemish board most people are used to, and it has a Babinga cut board, steel pegs, and an aluminum plate. What you'll do is insert your strut nut just like you would on all the other pieces. Make sure it's in the strut sturdy, and you'll assemble it with one bolt. What you'll do is get it in position, center up on the unistrut, and you'll take your 9/16 wrench and you'll snug that just snug. You don't want to make it too tight because that can ruin the nut. It doesn't move, that's in position. This would be the top section of your string jig. So now there's only 2 points for your string to go from. You go from point A up to point B and back around to A. And I'll explain that in just a moment. What you'll do is you'll take your strut nut, place it into your unistrut, get it close to the position you'll be in, and this one here you just assemble the same way as the front, but the peg will be towards the board on this side. You want your cut board furthest away from this pin. What that is that's your dimension for your string. Now say I want to make a 60-inch bowstring. I'm going to take 60, I'm going to add 13 inches for my tag ends, and I'm going to measure, or I'm going to divide that by 2, which will be 36.5 inches from the back side of this board here to the back side of this peg here. So I'll set this up to pull 34 inches. And then what I'll do is I'll snug it up, and I'll double check to verify that the back side of this peg on this side here is 34 inches. Now I'll snug the board down and it's ready to go. The advantage to having a 2-part board like this is you can make a string any dimension. The advantage to having a string board made from 2 components is you can adjust the string board to whatever measurement. If you have a custom bow that's actually 60 3/4 of an inch long instead of a 60-inch, you'll be able to adjust for that by making your strings adjustable, because you can measure now to 1/4 inch increments to make your string the right size for your bow. It also collapses to make small strings. You can make Flemish strings for your crossbows or your kids' bows, and you can stretch it out to make English longbows, as long as your unistrut is long enough. Another advantage to our string jig is this board measurement is exactly 8 inches. So if you're doing a longbow string and you're doing 14 twists, what you would do is lay your bowstring right here, keep your tag ends right here, pinch off here, and then you can start your twist. And you do your 14 twists or 15 twists, however many you do, down to your point, and then you can fold over and go. If you're making a recurve string, what you'll do is simply hang your string over approximately a 1/2 inch past this 8-inch mark, pinch your string, make sure you're about a 1/2 inch over the line, and then you can start twisting your string. All measurements vary between different people making strings. Strings are kind of a unique thing that people have different ways of doing their strings. This board can accommodate any type of string building. You can just play with it to get your measurements correct, and it's a piece of cake.